Hey guys,
Hey.
this is a new thing we're doing. Apparently, you guys aren't liking and subscribing, so we thought we'd say it at the beginning of the episode. But before you watch or do anything, you have the time right now. Can you just please like, subscribe, and review us on
Maybe even
Spotify?
give it a share. Give it a share.
Yeah.
Share's better.
Share's good. Please fucking help us. Was that what you mean?
No, I'm just desperate.
Oh. You want to help us?
We don't even need it.
Did you want to help us?
Yeah. Help us. Help myself.
Are you kidding me? I was like, they are so cool for dating these senior boys who have cars and football jackets. Oh my God. That's all I ever wanted was to be like a gorgeous girl with my like senior boyfriend in his Jeep. Oh my God.
In his Jeep?
With his like number on my cheek at the game. That's all I ever wanted. You know what's so funny? I literally just did the number of the guy, my
12?
friend. Yeah, I don't say 12. I was gonna know it's I can't say his name.
So this is back. Some of this is back. Some of this is back. Some of this is
Here to drag out whores.
Our open relationship, Chip and I's, he will not let me have sex with women.
Well, you don't want to.
But let me still do it.
You just want what you want is freedom.
Yes.
You don't want to be chained down
Be
and
single.
It's too late for that.
No, he needs security.
Yeah, no, it's definitely better than I'm married. But it's not even that I want to go do anything. I just want the option.
You want to be told, not told no.
Yeah.
You don't like that word.
I fucking
You hate the word
yes
no.
And.
Yes, you only Colton's life is improv. Only yes and. Yes and I can fuck whoever I want in our open relationship.
And I'm also a little tired and too busy.
Yes, and I'm not gonna get a job.
Yes, and I just got a underwear sponsorship, kind of. Really, a free underwear.
Are we moving on forward from now?
We have to. We can't cut everything.
Okay. I needed to be a great start to the pod right here.
We're gonna start right when Colton said, "In my open relationship." Everything before that's gone.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you want to circle back?
No. I just wanted you to know that today's a great day for me to be on Some of This Is Bad.
I love that.
I'm like, I want to look hot and be angry.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's all I want to do.
Yeah.
And here I am.
Uh-huh.
I thought caffeine, would be a great touch.
Yeah. I also have had a little bit of caffeine today. We're having a great time.
I cold plunged this morning.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Classic. Do you cold plunge?
Okay. You mean the communal bath that people call therapy?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's not communal. It's just mine.
Okay. I can agree with the ones that are just people's, but I went to one of the ones in Austin where it's like sauna cold plunge.
Squatch.
No, it was a different one, but I guess Squatch does that too.
Squash gets mentioned on this podcast every fucking episode. It's crazy.
They're so great. I love them there.
Well, I don't know what I'm about to say. I think that's gross. You
Yeah.
know, I didn't go to Squatch. I went to a different one, but you're like, wait, no, we're all just getting in and out of the same bathtub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I go in rivers.
The pool.
Yeah, but those are very small.
Well,
Hot
Barton
tub.
Springs is
Yeah,
big,
hot tub.
but-
What about a hot tub?
Chlorine.
Yeah, they
hot
put
tubs-
chlorine in it.
Do that hot tubs are like one of the worst
do they
things
put
for
chlorine in the?
I do.
I love a hot tub.
You do?
Yeah, up in my own.
Where do you have yours?
In the garage. It's a freezer.
It's
It's a deep freezer.
and that you've just filled with water.
Yeah. And it's great. I do it twice a day sometimes.
How often do you change out the water?
Once a month.
That's
Maybe
sick.
once every 2 months. Why is that sick? I shower afterwards.
But do you shower before?
Sometimes.
See, before is the time you actually need to shower because
That
that's
water
when
is
you're-
like still bacterial water. You're gonna get really sick.
What kind of sick?
bacteria grows in water.
You're the one who's been sick all these past couple of months, not me.
Oh my God! The fact that you just brought that up is so crazy.
Hey, what about me? I'm fine.
I wasn't sick.
Yeah, you had COVID, strep, and then another thing.
I did.
I don't know if
What was the other
bacteria-
thing?
Well, I have like sinuses right now.
Oh, and you're currently sick?
It's not sick. It's allergies.
Okay.
But
In the dead of winter, you
and
know
my
the
teeth,
allergy.
and my fake teeth fell out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my car broke down.
Are you okay?
I
What have
don't
you
know.
done to deserve this karma?
Nothing I can say on here. No, I don't know, but I do really feel like it is karma. I'm just keeping like I guess I deserve this at the moment. Which is really, I think maybe bad thinking to be like magical thinking that like when bad things happen, you deserve it.
Wait, you say you do think that?
Yeah. I think like, well, I must be paying punishment. I must have said something mean to somebody.
I feel like that's a poor Christian idea.
You know what? I think it depends on the bad thing. You know?
Like what?
Like if you got in a hit and run.
Yeah.
Like if you hit somebody's car and you drove off, and then somebody hits your car and then they drove off.
Yeah.
That's probably a balance of karma. But like if somebody dies.
And then, yeah. And my alternator
Maybe you
went
didn't
out.
deserve
I was,
that.
yeah.
You know? Or maybe they did.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think it's like crazy thinking though.
It is. I agree.
I do magical thinking all the time where I'm like, oh, everything's happening if the universe is all connected.
Yeah.
So like when good things are happening, I'm like, it's because of, you know, all the hard work I did, and then bad things happen and I'm like, it's because you're a bad person. And I just kind of teeter between that.
Yeah, no, I mean, your brain's just constantly looking for patterns, and every time you go, yep, that's a pattern, yep, well, it must be connected
Well, I
because
think
I
the
connected
problem
it.
is that I also believe that I'm psychic and a witch. So it's like with those fundamental ideologies,
Yeah.
when bad things happen, you go, well, you were playing with the dark arts. You know what I mean? And so
Do
now,
you play with the dark arts?
no,
Just the light arts. He does do magic, though.
I do
Like
magic,
spells.
but I
know
did.
he thinks he was a witch.
Yeah.
He is currently. I used to wait till like when I would turn
I love
13.
how you-
I'd be like,
Oh, yeah.
Is this the day?
I'm still doing that.
Yeah, I'm like, what if they're just late? You know?
Yeah, I'll go back to Harry. I'll
Okay.
go back to Hogwarts at
Number one,
33.
I don't know why you go. I know he thinks he's a witch.
Yeah.
When we hung out and Bianca was like, I actually also am a witch. And now she's sitting here pretending like it's like bisexuality all over again. We can't talk about it on the podcast.
Oh, I gotta say, cut the witch stuff.
Cut the witch stuff. My family in
I
Louisiana doesn't know.
haven't said anything about witches before.
I also think that I think I think the universe likes me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, and also I just want to quickly say, also I did do a spell that I probably shouldn't have been doing, and I did wake up with strep throat, so that was either the witchcraft or the guy's dick that I sucked, and I'm just not sure which.
Was
What
the
was the
spell
spell?
while
And
you're
that's
sucking his
personal.
dick?
No, I did not do that. No,
It's probably embarrassing.
it is.
Was it a what?
No,
What was
I'm
the
not
genre?
answering anything
What
about
did it have
the
to do
Yeah,
with
it was a
weird? Did it have to do with
relationship.
love?
It
It
has
had to do
none
with
of
love.
no
Yep.
business.
Do we need to light
If
this
I
candle?
say, yeah, we do need to. Oh, Bianca brought us a candle, which is very nice.
It
Yeah.
definitely was.
Do either of you guys want to fuck this guy?
The Pope.
Would you?
I would, just to
would.
say.
Just to say that you did. Papa Francisco. That's actually a cool.
Do you have a lighter?
No,
You
I
look
do.
like you have a lighter.
I usually do. It's in my backpack. I didn't know.
Wait, what were you gonna say?
Oh, it was definitely love. Like you were casting a love spell.
I was talking about something else. The other thing you were gonna say
Oh, you want to
before
go back?
about that. Yeah,
I have
let's go.
no idea.
Oh, okay.
Because all I can think about now is like, how do I helpfully get you out of your comfort zone?
I don't
Because
know.
you
I was
don't
telling-
want to be out of your comfort zone.
It's not that. I was telling Tony Castillas this last night.
Tony Castillas.
Tony Castillas. And did I say his name wrong?
Yes.
What's his name?
Casillas.
You're adding an extra T.
Casillas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Tony Casillas.
Okay. Follow Tony. And so, but I was telling him last night because we were talking about dating or whatever, and I was like, now that we have a lot of gay men listening to the show, I have been getting a couple of messages from guys who are like very attractive, and like they're like, hey, you're really handsome. And like genuinely my first thought is when they messaged me this is like, yeah, okay, so I'm not Carrie at the prom, and I'm not getting pig's blood dumped on me, so you're gonna need to go message somebody else because it's not gonna come from me.
No, they're in the comments just like, I'll get on my knees for you. And stuff like that for you.
No, that's for you.
No, that's for you.
No.
Hey guys, can you please let us
I go,
know which
Hey,
one
I'm not-
it's for? Because it's extremely difficult knowing if it's for me or
not
him.
for me. I'll tell you right now. Whenever I see those, I was like, Colton, they love Colton. I do. And then when they're messaging me, I'm like, well, I'm not fucking Josie Grossi. You're not going to throw eggs at me while I'm waiting outside in my prom dress. That's not happening.
What are these
Absolutely
prom
not.
references?
You never seen these movies? You never seen
I mean,
Carrie?
but what? That's two prom. Are those the same movie?
And then no, Josie Grossi's Drew Barrymore. When she
Right, you just gave us two prom references.
It's never, yeah, whatever, and
Yeah.
it's never been kissed. It's such a good movie.
No,
But
Never Been Kissed. My dad hates that movie.
Why?
I remember I watched that
well,
movie.
she is dating her
teacher. My dad, I remember because my dad, we watched that movie together and he was like, oh, that sick fucking creep. Oh. Like she's in high school the whole movie, and then she's like, I'm actually not. And he's like, well, I've loved you this whole time anyway.
I didn't know you were legal.
Yeah.
Drew Barrymore basically like she's never been kissed, and she works for she's like a journalist, and they're like, what a fun story if we send you back in high school to make you pretend to be a high school student, and then you get kissed.
Wait,
Wait, I don't think that's the plot.
Because I hadn't seen that movie in years, but I remember the ending scene. They're like on the baseball field, and the teacher comes down and they kiss.
Yeah.
But I actually don't know why she's going in high school. But it'd be really funny if they're like, "We're gonna send you back to get kissed."
I don't think that's what it
by the youngest guy you can.
It'd be a great story. Journalism is hot in the 90s.
I think, you know what it was? I think it was she was being bullied in high school. It was about bullying, so she goes back to do that, but then she becomes popular in high school, and then she has her own issues.
That's also like, you know the movie Big with Tom Hanks?
No.
That's a great one.
Yeah, where
I mean, I know it, but
he's like Tom Hanks turns into a child, and then he like
No, flipped. A child turns into an adult, and then he starts fucking the girl that works at like corporate America.
So he's like a 7-year-old kid fucking like an adult, and they're in love, and then he's like, I'm really 7, and she's like, oh shit.
Is that a commentary about like men who haven't grown up?
No,
Because
it's
I
just a
keep
Tom
on
Hanks
thinking
movie.
like, am I gonna grow up ever?
No. Well, comedy keeps you young.
I also think maybe you had a tragic event that happened in your childhood that's stunted.
Any
We're
guesses?
like famous kids.
Any guesses?
Like a Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah. Luckily, it didn't happen too young.
Yeah.
I think that honestly, I'm like a 16-year-old. Like
Yeah.
a really cool 16-year-old.
Yeah.
I actually do see that.
I was
I could drive.
Yeah.
I was Matthew McConaughey for Halloween from Dazed and Confused.
Yes.
And one, I like watched that movie a couple times to really get into character. I'm like, he's for sure a pedophile. But man, it was fun to be him for the day.
Yeah,
Wait,
no, it's
I've-
fun to talk like that to people.
Yeah, he's 27 and he's hanging out with high schoolers. Like his whole big
Yeah.
line was like, "That's the thing about high school girls, man. Is we keep getting older and they stay the same age."
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah.
And you're like, is that allowed?
No,
No.
not
Wait,
allowed.
don't you remember guys like that when we were in high school?
Yeah, I remember I was like 13, hanging out with seniors.
Oh yeah.
We've talked about this, right?
Yeah, I had really pretty friends that were deemed the sluts, even though they never had sex, and so then but they all had like senior boyfriends when they were freshmen.
I remember this one senior.
They were called the Prostitats.
That's
Oh,
hilarious.
Isn't that amazing?
the
It's good.
prostitutes.
Yeah,
It's
prostitute.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
Prostitute what? What's the
Toddlers.
tot? Toddlers?
Yeah.
I was thinking
Oh,
tater
potato
tots.
tots.
I was
Yeah.
like, what kind of potato
I know,
form
like,
is this?
Yeah.
Prostitutes.
There were
I guess
4
I actually
girls.
also thought it was potato tots, and then now that I'm hearing it, I'm like, oh no, it's toddlers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't hear that. You're so smart.
Oh.
Yeah, so we never.
Yeah,
said
well,
that
I
enough.
bullied good.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. You're a bully. Yeah.
I remember being the same age as these girls, and they were all dating older, and I was like, something's fucking wrong with their heads. They're all fucking like, why do they want why would they want them?
Are you kidding me? I was like, they are so cool for dating these senior boys who have cars and football jackets.
No,
oh my god, that's all I ever wanted was to be like a gorgeous girl with my like senior.
I was like,
boyfriend
these
in his-
fucking
in his Jeep.
I was like, these
Oh my
fucking
God.
In
losers
his
can't
Jeep?
get
with his like number on my cheek at the game. That's all I ever wanted. You know what's so funny? I literally just did the number of the guy, my
12?
friend. Yeah, I don't say 12. I was gonna know it's. Yeah, I can't say his name. I guess I just wanted. I'll tell you this. I guess I wanted my friend Nissa.
There were 4 girls that were in my class, and they were like the hot girls that dated older guys. And I remember the big talk, like the big rumor that they started was that they started a sex pact where all 4 of them lost their virginity within 48 hours to their like senior boyfriends.
This sounds
And
like
they
a
were-
weird movie that could star Drew
Bro,
Did
Barrymore.
you ever see the pregnancy?
Yeah.
Did you ever see the pregnancy pact?
No.
So that actually happened in real
Oh,
life.
is it like a
and
documentary, right?
No, it was. They made
didn't
a
watch it.
Lifetime movie about it, but it happened in Massachusetts, where all these like I think it was like 22 girls in the same grade were like, "What if we all got pregnant?" And then they all did. And so like all the senior girls are walking around fully pregnant. I love it. And then I went to community
well,
college and I talked about it, and this girl goes, "My sister was in the same grade as them," and I was like, "That's crazy."
What did,
Oh, I bet they really-
so she didn't get pregnant?
No.
Okay.
And to think, like, I don't really talk to anybody from my high school. I couldn't imagine if they all got me pregnant. You know, like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's
Well, I
funny,
kind of want to
too.
be in a pact though.
I'd be cool.
Would you guys
to-
want to do a 48-hour
one.
fucked pact?
What do we want to?
We all have to have sex in the next 48 hours.
Let's pick somebody that we think is bisexual, and then we'll all try to do it.
Oh, so we all have to fuck.
Oh my God, bleep his name.
What? Why?
Bleep his name.
He honestly might be excited.
No, he loves a shout out.
He loves it.
He loves a shout out. He blocked me on Grindr, and I was like,
You can get blocked on
You cannot
Grindr.
talk about this on podcast.
Wait,
What?
why not?
Because I don't think he wants it out there.
He talks about it on stage.
Okay.
He has a joke on stage where he goes, "Yeah,
It seemed like he was not happy when I brought it up. That's what I'm going to say.
I think you were yelling at him.
That's true.
You're bisexual.
Yeah.
It didn't really feel
maybe
that
it
great.
wasn't what you were saying. It was how you were saying it.
Yeah.
It is funny though because like I remember when I was in like middle school, high school, whatever, and you're like people date the older guys. And you're like that's so cool.
Yeah.
And then when you become that age, you look at your friends and you're like, if any of you ever did this, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't remember any of my friends dating down, and maybe they did it in secret. But
Well,
like,
did you have
Yeah.
guy friends?
I had a lot of.
That's
a
the
lot of guy
problem.
friends.
That's a huge
Yeah,
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also had a lot of guy friends because I moved to a new high school my junior year, and girls are mean, and I smoked a lot of weed.
Yeah.
And so like it was just easy to go hang out like with the guys.
You know what you really needed?
What?
Was like a girl best friend who was also a stoner.
I found her eventually.
Yeah.
I found them, but it took a while. But then even they would just go hang out with me and the guy, you know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
but it takes a while.
You
Yeah.
play Xbox?
No.
Call of Duty?
No.
That's still Xbox, I guess. Okay. What guy things do you do? Football?
How are you a guy?
I smoke weed. That's kind of like
Long
rolling
fucking
one.
weed
I
like a
could
dude.
shotgun a good beer. You know, like
uh-huh.
I'm more of like I'll vibe with you, but I don't really do a lot of manly things. I like to go outside.
Do you drive any like ATVs or
I like to drive ATVs.
when's the last time you went horseback riding?
When I popped my cherry, like 7th grade.
You broke your hymen when you
Actually,
No,
my
but
friend.
isn't
wait,
it crazy that that's a thing that like a lot of people have in common?
Wait, my friend.
how
literally-
many though?
I don't know.
I think
feel like
less
you-
now
I
that we
feel
have
like you-
cars.
Wait, my friend would always bring that up that you could pop your hymen on a horse because she thought that maybe she had popped hers while masturbating. So she was always like, if you're like, oh, you still have your hymen, she'd be like, it could be broken from a horse. and I always just remember that's how I knew that. I was like, you could be riding a horse. You could
It
break
was
your
one of those
hymen.
things. Yeah, like people
Yeah,
would just say
or
like you
anything.
could break it from a horse.
You could break it from a hard fall.
Yeah. I didn't break mine until I was like 23, 24.
And was
Is that true?
Was it painful?
No.
Huh. So when it was, how'd you know
You
you
had just
did
been
it?
fucking guys with really small
With
dicks.
small dicks. I had it was my first big dick. And
And he was like, you're a virgin.
oh my god, and
Wait,
that's
how'd
how
you
I
know
that's
you
how I
did it?
spun it. I was like, I've just never had a dick this big. I'm so sorry. And he was obsessed with me. Still is.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
I broke her fucking
I
hymen,
dude,
dude.
I was like a little virgin princess, you know.
Oh, guys love that.
He loved it.
Yeah.
I bought a Plan B. I had to run over with my car because the woman
Hey,
didn't
do you
take
have
it out of the.
I need a pill for the Plan B pill. You also have one when your hymen breaks.
Yeah.
How do you know? If it doesn't hurt, then how? Just like,
honey blood.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah,
were like,
know,
that's not my
they
period.
say pop your cherry because it's like
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
a metaphor.
For,
The blood. Do
Blood.
you know what a hymen is?
I think it's a piece of skin.
It's
but
a
I don't-
ball of blood.
What? I don't know what hymen is.
I made that up. I'm not sure. I'm not
I
sure.
was like, for what purpose?
I guess when I picture
Get it out of me.
when I picture the hymen, I picture it kind of just like a bloody sack, and then if you hit it too hard, it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Really?
like the ball dropping on New Year's Eve.
yeah, like the ball dropping on New Year's Eve, but much faster, and covered in
How
blood.
would
More like
that help?
9/11, I guess.
Your hymen is a piece of tissue covering or surrounding part of your vaginal opening. It's formed during the developmental part and present during birth. It thins over time and tears. Some people will feel pain or bleed when their hymen breaks, but most will not notice.
Okay, so why is it there?
Interesting. It says, unlike other tissues or organs that have jobs to do, the hymen has no purpose. It does not impact your body or reproductive system.
It's a
or
sack
your
of
health.
blood.
Yeah.
It's just.
Oh, everyone was so mean to me when I said it was a sack of blood, and I was right.
I wasn't even mean. I just didn't know.
Uneducated.
Yeah,
No,
I was just uneducated.
it's not a sack
You
of
always
blood.
assume I'm wrong.
No, I
it's
think
not a
I think
sack
we
of
also
blood.
said that there definitely wasn't a sack of blood.
No, we definitely said that.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a piece of tissue covering your
Tissue
surrounding
is a
part
sack.
of your vaginal opening.
Okay.
Yeah, the only use for it is for like marriage and finding out that you're a virgin.
Yes, marriage. That God put it in there to make sure that women are clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hear about T.I.?
What?
T.I. would bring his daughter to the doctor.
That's abuse.
And
whatever you're about to say, check
for her
check for
hymen.
her
If you are
hymen.
checking your woman's hymen, you are abusive.
Yeah.
That there, because you know the amount of emotional abuse
That's
that's
su-
going in behind.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
physical abuse. That's having the
That's
doctor check.
iceberg.
That's physical abuse.
But like, not only did he do it,
Sanctioned.
He also, during an interview, he said, "Oh yeah, every year I bring my daughter into the doctor and I have them check to make sure that shit's still intact."
Yo, that's gonna be something that she tells her. You know, when you're like
Therapist.
sharing stories with friends, and you're like, "Yeah, my dad used to make me go check
Yeah.
for my hymen," and you're
Yeah.
laughing, and everybody's like, "Oh,
Yeah. No.
yeah." Like,
No.
I feel that way when I talk about my hometown. I feel like anytime I tell stories, people are like, "What?" And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is fucked up."
That's why I don't talk about my family. Because everybody just gets sad whenever I
Well,
tell a very
should-
funny story.
I should say this: that TikTok that went really viral of my dad, where I said like he didn't want to take care of my mom. Well, he didn't want my mom to get an epidural because he didn't want to take care of a paraplegic, and so he got kicked out of the hospital. And it got huge numbers on both things, and I got really nervous, and I called my dad, and I was like, "Oh my God, is my dad gonna be mad at me?" Like people are commenting like, "Your dad should kill himself," and so I called him, and I was like, "Hey, the internet's mad at you right now." And
Nothing I did.
He goes, "Oh, why?" I told that story about how when Rachel was being born, you didn't want mom to have an epidural because you didn't think you could take care of a paraplegic. And he's silent. He goes, "No, I know I don't want to take care of a paraplegic." He goes, "What am I supposed to do? Carry around some wheelchair bitch for 18 years? I don't think so."
Are they still together?
He goes, "No." He goes, "I'm just being me. If they got a problem with that, then that's on them. Okay, I'm just being fucking me." And I was like, "Oh my God." He goes, "You can use any shitty fucking story about me in your entire podcast, whatever it takes, Dylan. Whatever it takes."
I think that our dads would get along.
Probably.
My dad was like, my dad's thing is he just said he didn't like it when I called him an alcoholic. He goes, "I'm not an alcoholic, I'm an alcohol abuser."
Yeah. Oh, beautiful.
Oh,
He
interesting.
goes, "I'm not addicted." Granted, I've never fact checked if this is even a difference, but he's like, "I'm not addicted to the sugar breakdown that makes you addicted to alcohol. But when I start drinking, I can't stop." And I was like, all right. But I think, saying you're an alcohol abuser sounds worse.
I
You know?
actually
a binge
agree.
drinker.
No. Well, I think what he's saying is it's not a disease. I'm doing it on purpose.
Yeah, that's what he's like. I'm choosing to be this
Yeah,
way.
Yeah, I'm choosing. Yeah. Wow.
And I can get out of it whenever I want, but I don't want.
Yeah, exactly. So I've stopped calling him an alcohol, but I can't call him an alcohol. It makes him sound worse. So
Yeah.
My dad's like, "Well, that's what I do. I drink." It's like, okay, I
where
guess
does your
he's an
dad live?
alcoholic.
Should we have him hang out?
Yeah, my dad's a roofer. He's always on the roof. He's always got a twisted tea on his hand.
After-
While he's
On the roof?
Oh yeah. My dad's like insane. Yeah.
After I got out of rehab, my dad goes, I should probably go somewhere. I was like, to rehab? He goes, no, probably just like somewhere for like a week.
Like a vacation?
And I was-
Vacation.
yeah. And I was like, he's like, yeah, if I get 1 week, then I'll be fine. And I was like, that's actually a bigger problem that you can't make it a week.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good sign you need to go to rehab.
Yeah. Also, my mom loved that the video went viral. She goes, well, yeah, he did wrong me. But she loves it. She loves the attention.
Yeah.
Do your parents still bring up like the shit that they did during the divorce?
No, so my parents are, and the families involved, you would think, depending on who you're with, that the other parent had died. Actually, maybe 15, 20 years ago. And you don't, like, when we were at my dad and his family's house, I mean, like, it is like, you don't bring up my mom. The kids we don't bring her up. They sure don't bring her up.
Right.
You would think, like, well, when you're at the other place, like, they're like, it's crazy.
What have you brought it up and then they kind of like
It's like a one sentence. Let's
You
move
should
on.
do it on Thanksgiving, see what happens.
Oh, I won't be home for Thanksgiving. It's a part of the reason why I like never go home for the holidays. I'm like, this isn't fun to like have to go to two different, like if they're at a party together, like they'll be like at opposite ends of the things and being like, well, and my mom loves it. She's always like, there's my ex-husband.
They live in the same town?
What?
They live in the same town?
No, they don't.
Okay, how far?
But it's a very small town. My mom lives like 2 hours away in Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
remarried?
What?
Remarried?
My mom? No. She's been with the same guy for like 12 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do we like him?
Yeah, he's great.
Okay.
They have a nice house. They both make good money.
Neither of my parents are remarried, and I'm like, have you ever thought about maybe sparking this thing back up?
Well, my parents did get back together.
How did that go?
It was awesome and awful. Like
Mine would be awful.
I went
was
to
totally kidding.
I went to Kevin Nealon on a third wheel date with them.
Kevin Nealon?
Yeah. Saturday Night Live from like the 70s or something.
Oh, okay. Like,
the 90s.
Who knows? Who knows? It doesn't fucking matter. Yeah, but then I guess she's dating the guy again, so I probably will skip on some of the details with that one. But yeah, it didn't go great. My dad's now getting married to another lady, and she has one daughter, but that daughter has 8 kids.
8?
Yeah, she lives in Missouri.
Wait.
And is homeschooling because she's super fucking Christian. And the grandma, my dad's future wife, is so concerned that I'm going to swear in front of them at the wedding. And I'm like, that's
Wait,
not
so
like
has
the
8
worst
kids?
thing I'm
Is
going to do.
Is she homeschooling them or somebody else?
Usually at home.
Wait, Colton goes, no. I am going to swear in front of them at the wedding. And much, much worse.
Much
You
worse.
don't need to be worried about me saying fuck. You wouldn't need to worry about who I'm going to tell them I'm fucking.
Yeah, like I'm just going to watch gay porn in front of one of them's 17. If he can't hear the word fuck, like he needs to get punched too.
Yeah.
I'm also going to beat up his
Also, who told you this?
Huh?
Who told you this?
my sister.
See, your family, with what I've realized, is the Downlings love more is to fan the fucking flames. You guys, it's because it's like, you probably actually would get there. There'd be kids, and if no one had said anything, you probably wouldn't be crazy about it. But because your sister said, "Hey, this grandma's really scared of you," now Colton feels like he has to do it. And so it would have even been a problem. But your family loves to fucking let's ruin Dad's wedding.
I also was just hanging out with them and my sister's kid. My dad was swearing the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
I also hang out with my husband's nephews. Never swear. I don't have to. Like there's that word doesn't apply to like playing. Actually, I do swear. That's a lie. Because he played Call of Duty, and I'm like fuck, and then I'm like oh whatever. Like,
I remember I heard swearing when I was a kid. I feel like as a kid you're just like I can't, but it's around you, you know.
Yeah. Well, it just doesn't make any sense. Like I don't know why people are.
I was swearing.
I was swearing as a kid.
I started when I was like in like 7th grade. I remember in 6th grade I had pride. Like I've never said a swear word.
One of the stories that my dad tells is like I was 2 maybe, and I saw his boss at work, and I ran up and I kicked him in the shin and I called him a dummy ass.
Dummy ass.
Dummy ass. I wasn't really like swearing good yet.
Yeah.
But clearly I was learning from
potential.
my dad that he hates his boss, and I went up and I did something about it.
Yeah.
You know, a man of action, even at 2.
Yeah. Fanning the flames even at 2.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's always funny to be like, Brittany, you know what I just heard?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have much to say about it, I guess. Do you want to
You told us you wanted to have kids.
Huh?
We're just gonna ask, do you want to have kids?
Yeah.
That's so bad, Colton. You can't ask that.
Wait, why can't you ask
people
that?
keep saying that to
You
me?
can't ask women if they want to have kids
Why?
because men don't get asked that question. So then people look at it like we're not feminists.
You can
I
ask
guess
me.
we're not feminists.
You can ask me.
Well,
Yeah.
ask us.
Do you guys want to have kids?
No.
Not together.
No.
Or
at
separate?
all.
If I have $1 million, then I'll have a kid.
Just 1
Yeah.
million?
I
A kid
just
will
need
take about all that.
I just need $1 million, and then I'll be like, okay, I got my shit together. We got a house. We got our investments going. We're good.
If like a good friend, if like they died and they like left their kids to me, who are like all older,
Do you have any
That'd
friends?
actually be like
How much older?
13,
Okay, so that's
and
a
then
sitcom.
I could have kind of like I would do that.
I do a sitcom.
And I'd send them to college. I'd be like, I wish your mom was here. You know what I mean? Like,
Hey,
like,
she'd be so proud of
I'd
you.
be like, she'd be like
so
in her
proud.
wedding dress. I'd be like, you look just like your mom.
Dylan, would you pay for their college?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
My best friend's daughters.
Yeah.
Wherever they want to do, they get whatever. I'm crying thinking about that. I'm like, oh my god,
I would do anything for that.
I would do.
You want kids.
I would do. I don't want kids. But those girls. I mean, I've never loved anyone more.
I loved anyone more than these hypothetical fuckers.
Yeah, and I am specifically talking about my friend Nissa. When I did that, yeah.
She has kids?
No, but
Okay.
okay. Yeah.
Literal tears.
I love her so much.
If you got kids, I would move in to help raise them.
I don't think the
Thank
kids
you
need
so
that.
much. We're
Yeah.
like Full House. Gay
Yeah.
Full House. Let's
Gay
do that.
Full House, yes.
That's our TV show.
I was like, call me Uncle Joey.
You know, our dads, Colton and Dylan, and their producer, Jimmy, all that. 3 men raising kids, and they're all stand-up comics. Isn't it crazy that a big plot point of Full House was that one of their uncles was doing stand-up comedy?
Was he? I thought he was
Joey.
doing ventriloquism.
I don't know. I
That
thought he
wasn't
never,
a plot,
I thought
but
he
he
never
was a
really
sta-
had a job.
He was a stand-up comic.
I was like, sort of
He's always like waking up.
Yeah,
He's always like
That
waking
makes
up
sense.
late, being like, "I had a good show last night."
I feel like they
Didn't
didn't
he have
really touch on
puppets?
it a lot.
Yeah, I think he had like a puppet show, but I think in the beginning he was a stand-up comic.
Okay.
Kind of shows the evolution of how to make money as a stand-up comedian. You,
Yeah, you really have
completely
to-
give up and start doing puppets.
Yeah. Like, I will sell
and you
my
live,
soul.
You live in your brother's basement with 5 kids and
I think they were just friends.
what? Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think they were
yeah. Wait, I
brothers.
don't even think he was related.
No, it was this. Jesse was the brother of Danny's wife, and Joey was Danny's best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why I just saw, like, Joey wasn't related. I don't know. It's fine. So do you want kids?
No kids.
I talk about this on stage. Like, if anything, like, see, this is the thing: is I like don't and I do. Like, my vanity wants to see what I could reproduce. You know, I just want to see what a little me would be. But I really don't want to go through all the middle. I don't really want to raise kids. But also, like, you know, eventually we're gonna get old, and I want something to do. Like, I want to like have a baby, and then I want to skip everything.
And
And
then
then-
you want someone to pick you up in the nursing home so you can get out every once in a while.
Or just like when the age when I can have a beer with them, might be like my parents are so lucky to have me. Like, you know, like I want me. You know, eventually.
Uh-huh.
I think I'm just really vain. Just kidding.
Yeah, no, I think you get kids because you like yourself.
Yeah.
I don't think you get kids because you're like, the future's bright in the world. Like,
I think most people have kids because they really don't have anything else going on.
Yeah. Well,
I think like not in a bad way, but like if you want to have kids, I think once you have kids, it's like that's now your project for the next 18 years. You know what I mean?
yeah.
The
You
other
want a
thing-
protege, is what it sounds
I want,
like.
yeah, I want a cool motherfucker. But like, I also look in situations where I'm like when I watch like people show up with their kids, I'm never like, oh, like look at that cool. I'm like, oh, that sucks. You know, like I'm still at the age like I'm 27. My friends will be like, I'm pregnant, and I'm like, oh, what are you gonna do?
I know.
Yeah.
Same.
You know, like I don't think that sounds cool at all. And when people are like, gotta go home to the kids, I'm like, sucks for you. Like I've never thought you're lucky. You know,
Yeah, it's awful.
going out to eat sucks. Going on vacation sucks.
I don't want kids for the same reason I don't want to get a dog, because at one point you're gonna. I guess this wouldn't happen with kids, but with a dog, you would come at one point.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do
I
with
guess
this
the reason
body?
I don't want a dog is because you know at some point that like you're gonna come home and you're gonna be like, the dog hasn't eaten in 3 days. We have to take it to the vet.
Or like
No,
it
that's
just starts-
not.
That happens.
I mean, if it happens, that person should lose their dog
If the dog isn't eating,
for 3 days.
yeah, like if you're like the dog isn't eating
Sometimes the dogs just don't eat.
and
What?
they're sick.
No.
Yeah.
You're talking about,
Something
wait,
wrong.
the dog stops eating because it's like
Not
time
like
to
you're
die.
not feeding
Yeah.
them.
Or it's like
Oh.
yeah, you're not feeding it. You're like the dog isn't eating in 3 days. Like it's
Yeah,
sick.
the way you said it definitely made it sound like I just forgot to feed the dog for 3 days and it's dead now, and it's like
I got
I didn't mean it
How
like that.
inconvenient
Yeah.
for me.
No, no,
Yeah,
no.
I don't wanna
meant-
do
meant,
that. I don't wanna have to be in that
I
situation.
don't want an animal because it's like, oh my god, like something's gonna go bad. I'm gonna have to go to the vet, and they're gonna be like,
Let me
Let's
just put it
put it
this way:
down.
if I can't afford a nanny, I don't want kids.
Yeah, that's the $1 million.
Like
thing.
if I'm not having kids until I'm rich enough to where like because like I feel sympathy for people and you know like even in like comedy when like you're like some of these people got a babysitter, you know, like when you have kids. It's like not only are you now paying for dinner and Ubers and drinks and the show or whatever you decide to go to, but then also on top of that you've got $150 worth of a babysitter at home, you know?
Yeah.
But,
Also,
like-
you get so much material, and like it makes you so fucking relatable because like the general masses have kids, and so like all that kid shit is like Jim Gaffigan's entire career.
Yeah.
Louis C.K. really started popping when he started talking about his kids.
Yeah.
Like he was always funny, but like that
I-
when he really.
I just watch some people and I'm like, it just doesn't like. I don't think I would genuinely like it enough.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I think the real epidemic is that people are still having kids, even though they don't really think about what that would entail.
and that's what I'm saying. I want to be.
Because most of the time it just happens.
If I had a kid right now,
Yeah.
Because they're just coming in pussy.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that straight people are so addicted to that.
if I had
You know
a
what I
kid
mean? Like,
right
that's
now,
all straight people want to do is like come inside each other. I mean, us too, but we have like less consequences.
yeah. You guys probably just get blasted in all the time.
I tried to. Actually, one guy just hit me
Wait,
up
but
on
my
Greg.
friend actually just told me that like when guys do that, she goes, actually it like drips out.
Yeah. That's what I heard too.
Where do you think it goes?
I don't know. I guess I just didn't realize. She's like, sometimes it takes a while to come out too.
Really?
Yeah.
You just like 3 days later?
I mean, I don't really let a lot of people come inside me. I've been on birth control.
Well, you told me the other day, and we can cut this if you want me to, but you said that this isn't a love life for you. You said this is a career life.
Oh no, we can leave that. Yeah, I don't think that this life so I believe that, like, this is what I believe.
And just to wrap up, you did say that the cum can come on wait like at hours. It will still be coming out.
I don't let a lot of people come inside
Are you
me.
saying you never have?
I have.
Okay.
And usually it'll be like you notice it kind of the moments after.
Okay.
Like,
please continue with the career.
Yeah. Well, anyway, but I kind of believe that
Filthy episode.
yeah, this has been a disgusting.
Is it bad?
yeah.
We've talked about hymen breaking.
Oh wow.
This
Are
is a-
people
we
mad?
Are they watching?
Yeah.
Is this
This
live?
is live.
This is live.
This is live.
Yeah.
Did we cut that first part?
Oh yeah, we
it's
forgot to
not
tell you
live.
it's in. JK.
But I believe that I'll speak for myself. I believe that I have a higher power, like a higher version of myself, like an all-knowing version of me. And I think that I've lived multiple lives, and it's not up to me as a person to remember all of those lives, but my higher power does. And that's why I think like sometimes like, you know, like we do have like intuition or things like where you feel more connected, you know, because you probably have lived a bunch of lives. And I think that some people in this life have different purposes. Like I look at some of my sisters and all they want to do is be a mom. And I'm like, I don't have that inclination. And that doesn't mean that what you're feeling is wrong. It just means like that, like to me, this life for me feels more about career. Like I would put career over a relationship in this life, over kids in this life, because it's what I love the most. I feel like deep down it's what I'm supposed to do in this life. But I also think I could experience love in kids. It just doesn't feel like that's what my purpose of this
I get
life
that.
is.
That makes sense. But also, like, you know, in 6 years, you could also change your mind because people evolve all the time.
And if I also
especially-
accomplish those career things
Yeah.
and I'm feeling good about that, then I'll be like, okay, now I can have a family and do that other
Yeah.
stuff. But I would not put family over career right now.
There's also like just a biological when your ticker starts ending and your eggs start running out or drying. I don't really know how it works. You start wanting kids.
I'm sure I'll want.
And like I've wanted kids more every year, and I'm 33, and I can imagine like 5 years from now I'm gonna be like I'm doing it.
And I think if I found somebody I really loved and I was financially secure and my career was in a good place, I'd be like, yeah, this makes sense. But for me right now, like my career is kind of just developing and I'm like doing okay, but I'm not at the financial point I'd want. So I'm like, I'm not at the point where I'm like, this makes sense. I want
Right.
this.
I'm
you know?
barely taking care of myself, and I'm not. Chip is taking care of me. And
Do you want to hear something sick? When I was a kid, I've always been like, I don't want to be a dad. But when I was a kid, I used to have this daydreaming fantasy of that, like, we would find a baby, like, at the mall. And for some reason, it was, like, my legal responsibility to take care of the baby. And, like, having to, like, go into school and be like, I didn't get the homework done because I've been taking care of my baby the whole night.
I've had dreams
And I
like
would
that.
literally think about that all the time as a kid. I'd be like, but it was all about making myself a hero of, like, well, I'm in class, but I have my baby.
I've
do you
had,
guys
I've
have
had
any breast
dreams.
milk?
I was always, my whole life, I've always been like, I'd love to be victimized somehow.
Not you crying literally 5 minutes ago at the thought of you having to take care of somebody else's.
Oh my God.
I wonder what that also means though, because I've had dreams where it's like I find a baby or something happens and now this baby's my responsibility. So it's like I didn't want the baby, but the second I had the baby, I was like, I love this baby.
Right.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
of course, I'm not a monster. I'd love the baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm just trying to avoid the baby.
Yeah, I think it's so lucky that being gay, you really get to choose everything you want to do in this life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
You can too.
Yeah, but accidents happen.
Us and you. Well, yeah, but have you looked into like where you would get an abortion if that happened?
I'm from Missouri, so I'd probably just go home.
Oh, they can do it in Missouri, but you can't do it in fucking Texas? That is crazy.
I think Missouri has like a cap on how long you could wait, but this is what I don't get. I don't get how people wait. Oh, like, oh, it was 3 months, and then I found. I'm like, I would know within that first month immediately.
How would you know?
Because if I didn't get my period, I would be on top of that shit.
Yeah, but some women spot in the beginning, so they just think I'm having a light period, and so they'll have a light period, and they'll be pregnant.
I guess also I like if I had anybody come inside me, I'd be like, oh, this person came inside me. I now need to be on guard for this. Like I would never like just forget. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what about the women that like give birth to babies that don't realize they're pregnant?
Yeah, I saw that.
That's crazy.
I've only heard about the show.
Yeah, I've seen episodes. It's nuts.
You know what, though? I also get that because, like, my teeth that fell out were loose for about 8 months. And I just kept thinking, like, that's not going to happen. And I do, like, I could see myself as a woman being like, I'm like gaining weight. I'm like, well, I am eating a lot.
These ladies were like 300 pounds.
Well, I've been that, you know what I mean? And so I could see myself being like,
Did you ever like get any like gas where you're like, oh, it's like it could have been a baby kicking around, but you're like, I'm so big, that like it could just be gas.
Oh, the way you're eating when you're that big is like really
if you
bad.
were extremely fat, I could see somebody not knowing they were pregnant, but somebody my size not knowing they were pregnant, that's insane to me. You know?
Yeah.
But also like.
Also, 9 months, no period.
Yeah, like you would have to think something was up.
Wait, you don't have your period at all when you're pregnant?
No.
Oh.
So I'm saying, cool. I don't know how people go that far. Even like light spotting, I'd be like, "What's going on?" You know?
Yeah. Because you're a gusher.
No, I actually have I have a pretty light period.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Grateful.
Yeah.
You said you are on birth control?
Actually, no, I haven't been on birth control in years.
Okay, because it fucks with your shit?
Yeah, it was one of those things, like, I used to take it in college, and I was very inconsistent about it, like, just time of day, or maybe I'd miss a day, and then it really doesn't work to its fullest capacity if you're inconsistent, so I'm already not letting it work to its extent, and I've never been that kind of person that's just, like, blast inside me, so, you know, I didn't trust birth control even when I was on birth control.
Blasting?
I don't know.
I like
this episode has gone so far. I don't know what to say.
I am going like, okay, well, what's next after that?
Yeah.
I like when guys call it shooting up the club.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that either.
Wait, now, when you got off birth control, did you notice a difference in, like, your taste in men? Because that happens a lot,
Yeah, I got into women. No, I'm just kidding.
Were you ready to talk about it?
No, yeah. Are you ready to come out of the
talk about
closet
it?
on this spot?
Because last time you lied about it.
No, I didn't. I think I was open. No, last time Dylan just outed me as gay. No, I was open about it. But what was I going to say? Oh, my taste in men. I'm actually going through a different of my taste in men now.
Yeah, what do you like?
So, also, okay. It's how deep do we want to get into this? Because... right now I'm really much more looking for a man. I feel like I've dated boys, and I'm like
say that, sister.
And I'm not, like, to clarify, not anybody underage, but above age. But I'm like, I want a guy, like, in past relationships, like, I've been the planner, like, and I've been the one that's like, okay, like, what are we? And they don't, and I'm like, I want a guy who's like comes to the table, that like,
right.
I don't have to worry about being and the other thing is I don't want to teach anybody how to love me. You know, like, come to the table, come correct. Like, I'm not down to fix or change anybody. And if I meet somebody where I get the slightest inclination of that, I'm like, it's not for me. You know?
That is, I wish I had that in my 20s of like, I'm not going to fix anybody.
That you can't.
And then also, because also the person who needed fixing was me in that situation, like in my 20s.
Yeah, that's probably why you didn't have that.
For sure, but I kept on being like, God, they're so fucking wrong.
Yeah.
I feel like, though, when you say, I'm not going to teach someone to love me, it is, though, like, you don't want someone who, like, you have to teach how to be in love, but love, you know, but everyone has to learn how to love someone specifically, and we all want to be different.
Yeah, I feel like there's a good level. I'm big on communication, but, like, for instance, like in the past, I've dated guys where it's like we never really went on dates. I never got any.
You want flowers?
You want
like,
flowers?
I never got any sort of like attention.
You want flowers?
And I don't
You
want
want flowers?
Yeah, and I don't want to look at you and say I want I want flowers. I want to go out to eat. I want you to tell me I look nice. Like, I don't want to have to tell you.
I don't mean to be all Andrew Tate right now, but what is he supposed to do? Read your damn mind?
But that's what I'm saying. You can meet somebody that like kind of already is like that, and then. But I don't want to like.
You want someone a little bit more thoughtful.
Yeah, and if I have to tell you all the time, then like maybe we're just not that compatible.
Well,
you know?
if you have to tell them all the time,
you don't want to. That's like asking to be invited to somebody's birthday. You know, you're like, I don't want to ask you to be invited. I want you to invite me. You know.
Yeah.
And if I have to ask you to be invited, sure, I don't want to go. You know, like it's kind of weird.
That's why I don't ask to be on shows.
Is this a debate that's happening?
No. Yeah. I tell them you gotta put it out more, and also you gotta bring up the podcast on the intro. They go, "What do you want me to say?" And you always go, "Nothing."
I'm kind of back and forth because
I go, "Bring up the pod."
If I'm visiting from out of town, I'll ask people to do their show, but
that's different.
In town, there's very few people I will ask, and only people where I have worked with them a lot, and I know that they have booked me, and so I'm not like asking for. Like I've never really asked somebody who's never booked me before, but like I'd go to somebody who has and been like, "Hey."
I do love giving some certain people shit. Like when I've realized I haven't been on their show in a while. Like I saw Zach Silverman the other day. I go, "Zach, it was so great to see you." And then in front of everyone, I go, "And if you ever wanted to book me on Baker Street, you know you like hate doing that, so," and just walked away. And then he messaged me immediately. He was like, "Do you want to do this date?" I was like, "Oh, I can't." But thank you so much for asking.
So. I guess now we're talking about what your type of man is. What's your type of man, and what are you looking for, and how can we
always do this?
Because I feel like you're casting secret spells, but you just need to talk about it.
Yeah, you're spelling for the man.
Yeah. I think
we didn't even really define my type of man either. I just kind of told you guys what I'm not wanting.
Well, you said you like the man.
You want flowers.
I just want something. I want flowers.
Yeah, we heard the flowers thing.
Are you against the age gap?
No, but I also don't want it to be too old.
So like. Let's say 35. Too old?
No, I could do 35.
But 40.
I want them to be social. I want them to be able to walk into a room and everybody kind of likes them. I want to unknowingly.
Everyone kind of likes them. What I like about my man is that everyone else likes him too.
Everyone kind of likes him.
My expectation is high now. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I want him to be very liked, but I want everybody to know, like, oh, like he loves Bianca. Like, he would never do anything to Bianca. Like, I don't want any cast of doubt.
This one would never fuck her over like every other man she's ever known.
I have dealt with the insecurities of like a promiscuous, and I'm like, I want him to be undeniable because you see it. You see people where you're like, how did you find a hot guy with good style that loves you, that has it? They're out there.
David Beckham.
Yeah.
Actually, he cheated on her too, so.
He
Fuck
did?
him.
Recently?
No, back in the day.
Yeah, but he's also David fucking Beckham.
He's so hot. Okay, yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, you know how many times he had to turn it down?
What kind of guy do you like?
Like
money.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah, like a person who's like, yeah, we could go to Mexico this weekend and it wouldn't be breaking my bank because I'm so rich.
Yeah, you like stability.
Yeah. I like the person to come in and be like, I'm planning your life now.
Yeah, I guess the type of guy I like
taking your paycheck, and don't worry about it. Here's a credit card.
And also, I need them to be very secure because also like being like we're all gonna be on the road and stuff, and I don't need an insecure guy where I have to coddle them because like if you know me, like both of you guys know me, I don't like hook up with a lot of people. I'm not like a flirt. Like I'm like if you know me, you should know that I'm not somebody you got to worry about, and I'm not gonna coddle somebody who needs to be.
Insecure is probably the biggest turnoff for me.
Yeah, and again that goes with affecting career. Are we victimizing Dylan right now?
I don't even. You know what's crazy though? I'm not even that. I mean, like it's so crazy because sometimes when people, it's like insecurities or whatever. Because it's like, also in my mind, I sit in my apartment, I look at myself, and I'm like, you're literally the best person in the world. Like I think so highly of myself.
I have been stalking myself on social media lately.
I look at my own social media and I'm like, you're incredible. Like you're gonna be really famous. But like, yeah, I guess when it comes to like men, I'm just like, they're not interested. And just like, also though, but
they are interested. They're literally in your DMs.
Okay. This is like the last month, but like, do you realize? You know that I've really never been asked out.
I'll take
Wait, do you want fucking flowers?
No,
too?
but what I'm saying is like, what do you think this comes from?
Weird, Bianca.
No, I want. Well, okay. Have you been to my apartment though? I know you've been over. I've got flowers everywhere.
Yeah.
So it's not even like I want flowers like this grand gesture, but it's like I buy them for myself. They're $4 from HEB. If you know it's something I always keep around and you know I like it. It's not the classic I want flowers, but if you know me, you know I always have them. So it's like a thoughtful gesture. It could be my favorite muffin from this place by your house. It's like the idea of somebody thinking of you is like I want to be like thought like just cared about.
That's nice. That's
so sweet.
That's really nice.
Like because I'm a thoughtful person. So
hey, and you deserve it.
And you deserve
guys,
it.
You deserve it too. You just got married, Jimmy. You found a nice foreign hottie. That's great for you.
I really like it when I get plants. So I get it.
Yeah.
But
you have a lot
like,
of plants.
I have a lot of
Actually, your
plants.
places look pretty similar.
It's like more about like it's not like I need flowers.
She's a really nice place.
But I don't have any flowers.
You have,
I
she has
have a
more,
big
she doesn't
rose
really,
bush
you have
that I
like
take care
a
of.
thing of flowers, but it's mostly green plants.
I've got a lot of plants, and then I've got flowers on like my TV stand and my coffee table and in my bedroom.
I'm moving in with Dean and Laser and Kyle, and I was looking at all my plants, and I asked them if they had any, and Kyle just goes, no.
No, you're gonna really probably like sprucing up that house.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna spruce up the house.
All right. Well, do you have any questions for us?
Oh, so yeah, are we going in through like the people you want to date? What's
No.
your ideal man?
Someone that I feel like I've spent past lives with.
What are your spells about? How are you man? Are you trying to manifest your man?
The type of man that I
Hey,
meet.
is it too much to ask for?
The type
To know that I'm completely intertwined with somebody by soul and
when
faith.
you meet someone, you go, we've met before. Familiarity. As Phoebe Bridger says, something happened to you when you were a kid. I didn't know you back then, but sometimes it feels like I did. That's what I'm
Do you
looking
feel that
for.
way with me?
No, but this is definitely our first life crossing path. But it's such a good one that we'll meet in the next one probably because of it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I like
Me
that.
and Colton have past lives together.
Yeah.
We
I
keep
was
going
his
from
mom.
mother, and maybe we just
You're
keep
his mom?
I was mom, and then he was also my mom.
Yeah, we just keep switching back and forth.
His birthday is the same as my mom's.
So you think that
It was
in
my
past
mom
lives
thing.
you guys have been switching back and forth consistently, but in this life they just thought, hey, let's both make them gay. Just
How
gay
fun.
men.
How
That
fun.
is a fun thing.
Yeah.
Because in
Yeah.
our past lives, we wouldn't have had fun being gay men. It's
had to
really
have
only
a
like,
mother.
fun now.
Now it's fun.
Yeah.
Before
In
it was
past lives it
strife.
would have been actually quite tragic.
Could you imagine me and Colton just like mother-daughter? I mean, amazing.
You guys would be Gilmore
I mean,
Girls.
could you imagine? And then like how the roles reverse. It's like sometimes I'm
You'd
his
be
mom.
You'd be Lorelai and Rory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except kinda.
Is that the Grey Gardens?
No, that's Gilmore Girls.
You are
yeah.
definitely
They're like besties.
Lorelai.
I'm
You're-
Lorelai.
You are not Lorelai.
You don't think I am? I'm classic Lorelai. I'm never Rory.
You're more Rory than Lorelai.
I in this situation
Yeah.
I'm more Rory.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking
Gilmore
about.
Girls.
No,
Okay.
I've heard of it.
Do you have any other questions?
Are we trying to shut this down?
We are.
Oh.
Like, yeah, you probably got like 10 minutes.
Oh. I had this whole thing I was going to launch into.
What?
Oh, no, it's too late now.
No, say it.
No, I'm just kidding.
A little bit of a tease.
Well, we do only have one final segment.
What is
Well,
the
we
final
do,
segment?
but we ask everybody on our podcast. It's a segment. Do you have any questions for us?
That's the first segment.
Oh. So let me think.
We'll just cut out all the dead air.
All right, and you have to tell me honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the spell?
Oh no.
It was a dating one.
What?
It was a dating one.
No, you have no idea what I do spells
What
about.
are you? Why are you lying?
I'm not lying. I said you have no idea what I do spells about.
Yeah. Yet somehow I am being so accurate that you won't even deny that that's
No,
the spell.
it's like Taylor
Was that
Swift.
the spell?
No, 'cause
was
it's
that
like
the spell?
No, it's like Taylor Swift. She's like, is this song about Jake Gyllenhaal? She goes, I don't tell anyone who my songs are about. If you're speculating, that's fine, but I'm not going to say who it's about.
Okay, will you say that it's not about dating?
I won't reveal.
Okay, that's fine.
Here's
That's
the other
fine.
thing though is like I'm a firm believer in trusting the process. So like also if I haven't got my man yet, there's a reason. And you look at like even Taylor Swift.
If I haven't got my man yet. Oh, by the way, who's getting dicked down by Travis Kelce? She's
Oh,
never
my
been
God.
more
Oh
in love.
God, he is so hot. And the thing about it, if she would have found him
Carmen,
any
it's the
sooner,
guy
she
on
probably
the
wouldn't have
cheeks.
had some banger albums. You know, like
Yeah.
he needed to come later in her life. So it's like I trust the process. You know, my man will come.
I
Carmen,
bet you
it's the
Travis
guy on the
Kelce buys
cheeks.
flowers.
I bet he does.
I bet he has his assistant buy her flowers.
Hey,
I don't care how they get to the door. I just want them bought. You know what
I
I'm
would
saying?
set up a subscription on flowers.com. And guys, we have a sponsorship with flowers.com, so
Do you really?
no.
No. Well, our final question.
Is if you were a gay man, would you rather have sex with me or Dylan? Catch is, I'm bottoming, Dylan is topping.
Wait. Okay, now that changes it. I have to think about where I'm more comfortable in this lineup.
Yeah. The lineup.
You're bottoming, Dylan is topping, so then I would have to have sex with Colton.
Incredible.
I'm not an anal gal.
Yeah, good for you.
I know you might look at me and think that girl does anal.
Yeah.
But definitely not.
Oh,
you know?
whoa.
Not like this girl. This girl does anal.
This girl does it. Honey,
I'm very,
This girl does
I'm
anal.
very
anal.
vanilla.
Oh, yeah.
I'm very vanilla. And yeah, so.
But if you were a gay man, it would actually be your only option.
But here's the thing: is I think that
You are doing anal by having sex.
How
with
I
them.
really think it would go out is if I were a gay man, and I still like. I think if I were really drunk at a bar, me and Colton would probably fuck first. But then I think that if I were like around you guys a lot, I'd be like, do I?
Well, don't say
am I
that.
in love
God damn it.
Am I in love with
What
Dylan?
the fuck is wrong with God damn.
By the way, exactly what we want from this question is like both of our biggest fears, which is like everyone's like, Colton's so hot, I would obviously have sex with him, but then like your
if I got to
insecurity
know
is
him,
like,
if I got to know him, I wouldn't do it
and my
anymore.
insecurity is like everyone thinks I'm funny, but no one wants to fuck me.
No. I just think that Colton would give me like. I think that we would just hit it off in a slutty way.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but the personality will bring it right there. Yep, no, I got it. Well,
But you know what you like in men though, when you're like, I just want the freedom to do whatever I want. I'm like, that's exactly not what I'm looking for.
right.
So I just think what we want is separate.
Okay.
I would have to teach you how to love me. You wouldn't buy me flowers.
I would.
You would?
Yes. Yes. I would get a subscription so I didn't ever forget about it. My
Okay.
biggest problem is I forget. I'm just like in a completely different world, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that I'm moving in 3 days
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
all my
God.
ex-boyfriends are
Yeah.
just not even.
on this planet Earth.
Are you moving in 3 days?
Well, I'm going to Madison in 3 days, and then I get back, and I'm moving that day.
Okay. That's not really how days work, but
Well, essentially, those 5 days. Well, I need to be
I know.
backed up in
I
2
know.
days.
Moving kind of takes a while.
What?
You should prep for that.
I'm trying to. Now you sound like Chip.
Is he home helping you?
Yes, he's making piles of my stuff and his stuff.
Oh, is that hard to see?
Piles?
Are you guys
Yeah.
together?
Yeah.
And you're just doing your separate things?
Yeah, but I came from like a military background, so like if your dad just disappeared for 6 months, that's fine. They're gonna be back.
Are you okay?
No. No, I am
Okay.
moving in with 3 straight men.
I told you not to do that.
Who else was I gonna move in with?
You couldn't find anything?
Not for $600.
That's true.
That's it. Yeah.
It's a
Okay.
fucking deal. Yeah. Are you gonna do Christmas this year? Final question. Are you gonna do Christmas this year?
Like go home for Christmas?
Okay.
I'm going home for Christmas.
I am too.
I'm going home for that. Hey, so would you guys date me if you were a straight man?
That's really not the podcast, but
Is
thanks
that-
so much for coming on. And now you can follow me at Dylan P. Carlino.
Colton Dowling.
Bianca Parato.
The Jimmy Clifford.
And please like and subscribe the podcast.